Top 10 Amazing Facts About Human Brain. Perhaps the only thing in the universe. The brain, because the thing trying to understand it is also the thing that is trying to be understood, we are, by definition, unable to fully understand. It resembles seeing the inside of your own eye. Having said that, the human brain is among the most intricate structures that have ever been discovered. Despite how stupid most people around you seem, the human brain has the capacity to compute and adapt. And comprehend how astounding the surroundings are. Here are some of the more interesting things I've learned about the brain over the years, along with what they mean for you. But before we begin, please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for such amazing and informative videos. 1. We forget our childhoods because our brain cells are actually replaced. During the first trimester of pregnancy, neurons grow at a rate of about 250,000 per minute. We may forget things because of the development of new neurons. Additionally, the fact that we don't remember our early years of life may be because so many new neurons are growing during infancy. What this means for you is that I believe we all kind of assume that our brains are somehow fixed in physical form. Your brain will always remember if you fell off your bike as a child because some way that connection will stay with you forever. The truth is that your brain is constantly changing and reconfiguring itself, just like any other part of your body. Additionally, those neurons that were present when you scraped your knee could eventually be destroyed. This would imply that some past traumas or pains from your childhood eventually disappear from you for no other reason than, well, life. Time heals all wounds, according to a common proverb. In many ways, the brain's regenerative processes can serve as a metaphor for how time can heal our pain. 2. The most effective computer system in the known universe is the human brain. The brain uses about 20 watts of power while awake, which is sufficient to illuminate a small light bulb. Your brain is the most energy-efficient computer we are aware of. The computer on your desk uses about 1 million times more energy per calculation than your brain does. A supercomputer that is currently among the fastest in the world can simulate 1.73 billion neurons. And more than 10 trillion synapses, which only makes up about 1% of the network of the human brain. The neural code is probably not going to be cracked by supercomputers, but rather by newer technology. What this means to you is that you need to look after your brain. Your brain resembles a computer in some ways, but resembles a muscle in others. To keep it sharp, you must use it. What's between your ears is actually sacred because it represents the pinnacle of known complexity in the physical universe. Honor that. Look after it. 3. The more you use your brain, the bigger it gets. When you learn something new or practice a skill a lot, your brain doesn't just make new connections, it actually grows. For instance, compared to non-taxi drivers, one region of the brain involved in spatial navigation is measurably larger in taxi drivers. And compared to non-musicians, professional violinists have larger motor cortices linked to their fretting hand. Men's brains are 2 to 12 to 3 times larger than women's in a region of the brain known to be involved in sexual behaviors, including sex drive. What it means to you? Perhaps cut back on your excessive masturbation. Or engage in more sex? I'm not entirely certain. 4. Stress destroys brain cells. Stress may actually reduce the number of synapses in various parts of your brain, which may result in a variety of mental disorders. As time passes, scientists are learning about a wide range of health issues brought on by stress hormones and their physiological effects. That applies equally to the brain. Stress is frequently viewed as a positive trait in our culture because it indicates concern and hard work. But repeatedly subjecting yourself to stress can, from a neurological and biological standpoint, be comparable to daily cigarette or alcohol use. 5. Your brain contains enough blood vessels to circle the globe 4 times. The 100,000 miles of blood vessels in the brain are thirsty for blood. Wear a helmet, that's what this means for you. 6. The mechanism of anesthesia is still unknown. The medical industry was revolutionized by anesthesia, prior to being incorporated into standard medical practice. It was such an agonizing experience that many people chose to end their lives rather than have surgery. However, despite the fact that anesthesia has been around for a while, medical professionals and researchers are still unsure of how general anesthesia works. Even how it causes patients to become unconscious or what it does to the brain. We only know that it functions. To make matters worse, we still don't fully understand why we sleep so much overall. The fact is, when it comes to the brain, we still don't fully comprehend some very fundamental concepts. The implications for you. The next time you read an article in a newspaper, keep this in mind. Our knowledge of the brain is still very basic, as evidenced by articles in books or magazines that state, scientists say this part of the brain works this way. That we still only have a basic understanding of the brain. Here, we're still learning our multiplication facts on the continuum from 2 plus 2 to differential calculus. 7. Researchers are able to control individual neurons. A neuroscience subfield that is developing quickly is optogenetics. The method enables researchers to physically activate or silence particular neurons in distinct areas of animal brains. Researchers can control some behaviors in neurons in a way akin to controlling a robot thanks to special viruses that infect them. Like making a mouse run in a leftward circle. What this means for you is that computers and brains are becoming more integrated. In a short while, switching the TV channel won't even require you to touch the remote. 8. Brains can be grown by scientists. Recent advancements in stem cell technology have made it possible for scientists to grow whole or at least portions of brains in the lab for use in experiments. What this means for you is to call your anti-science legislators and demand that they stop smearing stem cell research with the filth of their morality. 9. Mirror neurons. A group of motor neurons fire in a particular pattern to control a simple behavior, like reaching down to pick up something. It's interesting to note that when you watch someone else engage in this behavior, a portion of those exact same neurons in your brain also fire. According to some theories, these supposedly mirror neurons play a role in observant learning and may even play a role in empathy. What it means for you. Because of this, it's probably helpful to identify role models who possess the skill or quality you want to emulate. Watching them perform it neurologically prepares your brain to perform it on your own. If only that held true for weightlifting. 10. Your brain cannot distinguish between emotional and physical pain. Studies showing that physical and emotional pain activate many of the same brain regions suggest a fairly direct link between the mind and body. According to scientific theory, evolution used the physical pain system to create our emotional pain system. Unexpectedly, taking Tylenol has been shown to lessen the unpleasant feelings associated with social rejection. Even seems to lower brain activity in areas linked to emotional pain. What this means for you is that, in contrast to physical pain, emotional pain is stigmatized much more frequently. You naturally freak out and offer to help if you see your friend bleeding profusely from cuts all over their body. However, a lot of us frequently disregard family members and friends who are in immediate need of assistance. Imagine if someone came to you in agony after breaking their arm or dislocating their shoulder. Did you learn something new about human brain that you didn't know before? We hope you did. So, if you're interested in learning more amazing ideas, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get notified by our new videos. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to comment down your views on this. Thanks for watching till the end.